and 87 of their last 88 have not lost here at home to a non-conference team since Kentucky in overtime back in the 2019-2020 season. Robert Lewis and the Red Raiders, JT Toppin in the center circle. The tip controlled by the Red Raiders, and we are underway in Lubbock. Elijah Hawkins out front for Grant McCaslin. Shot on the way off the front iron, no good. Hawkins starts tonight for the first time this season, and here's Christian Moore.
Yeah, more of a traditional starting lineup for Grant McCaslin.
And Moore right off the bat, three-pointer, not good. And the Red Raiders come away with the basketball. Red Raiders have Elijah Hawkins, Kerwin Walton, Darrion Williams, Chance McMillan, and the big man JT Toppin double team down low. The Red Raiders back out front, and Kerwin Walton delivers his 12th three-pointer of the season.
Yeah, easiest assist that Elijah Hawkins will have all season long right there. A skip pass and easy bucket there for Kerwin Walton, and Mr. Walton certainly makes it look easy.
The 181st career three for Kerwin Walton. Here's Reinhardt into the lane, but he traveled with the basketball. Turnover, Arkansas-Pine Bluff, and off the bench, Dante Sawyer and Kyle Brown for Solomon Bozeman on the Pine Bluff bench.
Yeah, Coach Bozeman is got a team coming off of a game that they just played on Saturday on the road, so pretty quick turnaround. Played Incarnate Word on Saturday in San Antonio, and not much time to rest or practice.
Kerwin Walton again behind a pick set by Darrion Williams, who's just off the mark. Brown with the rebound. Here's Reinhardt, who turned it over a moment ago. Elijah Hawkins trying to prevent Moore from getting the basketball way out front. Ten on the shot clock. Dante Sawyer here trying to back Walton down. He threw it away. Elijah Hawkins 1-on-3 for the Red Raider guard, and he's whistled for turning the ball over.
Yeah, tough call right there on Elijah Hawkins. That's something, though, that Coach McCaslin really wants from his guys tonight, is you're going to have a lot of opportunities to get out and run. Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good call right there. You let that ball sit on top and then rest for a second. But he wants to make sure that they, make the easy play. You don't have to hit the home run. So maybe Hawkins going forward pulls it out and gets a good shot like that right there.
Rimmed out for Walton, but off the hands of Lewis and out of bounds. It'll belong to Texas Tech. Red Raiders are 3-0. Arkansas-Pine Bluff coming into this ball game off that loss, as Chris mentioned, to Incarnate Word down in San Antonio over the weekend. And a mismatch here size-wise for Darrion Williams against Moore, who will reach around and pick up the foul.
Yeah, you're right. The size advantage for sure. And Darrion Williams just backing Christian Moore down, and Moore grabs the elbow and says, "No,
not going to be that easy."
Yeah, you're not going to do this to me. I'm just going to go ahead and foul you.
McMillan inside the top, and there's the left-handed jump hook, in and out, no good. For a guy shooting over 70% from the field this season. Moore can't find anybody to deliver the ball to. Now in the corner, Sawyer down the baseline. Shot is good, and he's fouled. Dante Sawyer, the junior out of San Francisco, with the first bucket tonight for the Golden Lions.
Yeah, that's a great drive along the baseline. He just caught it and got downhill in a hurry. Nice finish at the rim. Coach Bozeman's team certainly came to compete.
Christian Anderson off that Red Raider bench with Kevin Overton. Elijah Hawkins and Kerwin Walton will sit down now. Sawyer at the free throw line, who is 10 of 14 on the year. That's 71%. He can't get that one to go. This Arkansas-Pine Bluff as a team shoots about that total. Anderson inside. D5, his pass deflected out of bounds. It'll be Texas Tech basketball.
Zone defense by the Golden Lions right there. We thought you would see some of that. We'll get into that as we go along here, but let's see a variety of different things from Coach Bozeman's team, just trying to slow the game down.
Red Raiders are one of 5 teams in the Big 12 that average more than 90 points a game. There's the second 3 of the night. That's from Christian Anderson.
And that's why you may have a hard time playing zone against these Red Raiders. Christian Anderson just in his second game of the season. That is a young man that can go.
Red Raiders ranked 5th in the nation in 3-point shooting. And Chris is right. If you sit in a zone, you could get eaten up by Red Raider shooters. Chris, your keys tonight for Arkansas-Pine Bluff.
Yeah, we just touched on it a little bit. Obviously for Pine Bluff, slow the pace. This Golden Lion team is giving up 89 a game. That is not going to work tonight if you want to pull off the upset here in Lubbock. So mix in some zone press and things like that, and then they've got to hang on the glass. You know, anytime you play a Power 4 conference team, you're at a size disadvantage. They've got to try to do their part to hang in that rebounding battle right now. It's just 4-3 in favor of Texas Tech. Keep an eye on that as we go along.
3 turnovers by the Golden Lions so far. Their only bucket by Sawyer, who was fouled on the play and then could not finish the traditional 3-point play.
But this is what a zone does. It makes you execute. And
Christian Anderson executes pretty well from outside that arc. All 3 Red Raider buckets are long range tonight so far.
Coach Bozeman kind of talking to the guys on the bench. What do you think? Should we stay in it?
Dumont there with the basketball in for Bozeman's Arkansas-Pine Bluff team. Moore found an opening, but his left-handed layup does not go. And the Red Raiders headed the other way again. Darrion Williams down the baseline, and he got it. Power move.
Pass it around the horn right there, and then Darrion Williams just you get leverage and people working, moving a certain way, and you use that momentum against them. He took all that momentum and drove it right to the baseline. Easy finish in traffic.
Zach Reinhardt back up top to Kyle Brown. Christian Moore once again probing that Red Raider defense high off the glass and in, but Chris, he limps a little bit as he comes back down the floor.
Yeah, Simo, as Grant McCaslin called him. Played for Coach McCaslin at North Texas, and that was impressive finish high off the glass.
Chance McMillan's 3 is off the mark, but Toppin had it for a moment and then slapped away. Early on in this one, Red Raiders have an 11-4 advantage over Arkansas-Pine Bluff, trying to get to 4-0 in the season. He played at Arkansas. Little Rock, was the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year and MVP of their league's conference tournament. He shot him into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, you know, and this is a tough job with so many new pieces. He lost his leading scorer in the offseason to a mid-major, and that's just kind of the name of the game these days with the portal and things like that. But if you look at what they've been able to do in league play, it's improved every year that he's been there.
Dumont with a bit of a push off there, but his shot will not go, and inside, Quentin Bolton is fouled by the Red Raiders. Kevin Overton, the guilty Red Raider there. Devin Cambridge is in the ball game now for Grant McCaslin's team. Bolton, a transfer from Charleston Southern, averaging just under 6 points a ball game. 11-6 now, Chris, for the Red Raiders. What do they have to do tonight?
Well, you don't want to fast forward to Brooklyn. You're headed to Brooklyn tomorrow, and you've got an MTE. You're going to play on Thursday and Friday, and there's a lot of anticipation about that trip, who you will play. Be where your feet are. Stay focused. And then the other one, we talked about that a little bit with Elijah Hawkins and the turnover, the just careless turnover in the open court. Stay disciplined. This game is going to be a bit of a track meet. A lot of opportunities, as you see the three there by the Golden Lions. But again, maintain that discipline and don't settle. I think what Coach Picasso wants to see from his guys tonight, John.
Reinhardt's triple there pulls the Golden Knights within 2 of the Red Raiders. Cross-court pass back to Anderson. Here's Kevin Overton in the corner. Now Devin Cambridge to D5. Three-pointer on the way. And not good for the Red Raiders. Fuga is going to be called for an illegal pick in front of Reinhardt, who had the basketball. Looked like a big tight end coming down. Move an edge rusher out of the way right there, and just almost ran over Christian Anderson.
Yeah, can't do that. McCaslin going to go to his bench. The Golden Lions on a 7-0 run right now, and zone defense has forced a few misses from behind the arc.
Red Raiders have missed their last 4 shots. You've got JT Toppin back with Elijah Hawkins and Kerwin Walton. Overton out there. Here's Devin on the baseline. Walton has a 3 tonight. Christian Anderson has a couple. Here's Devin Cambridge, 3 on the way. Off the back iron.
You know, and right now the Red Raiders are doing exactly what Coach Bozeman wants. Forcing some threes. You're settling a bit, but you got to continue to penetrate the zone defense right there. But you get the miss and the rebound, and some penetration right there, and an easy bucket for Elijah Hawkins.
Red Raiders by 4. Reinhardt trying to drive inside. Elijah Hawkins had his hands on the basketball and tied him up. With the possession arrow to Arkansas-Pine Bluff.
Yeah, that won't be the last time that Elijah Hawkins ties up a loose ball with somebody driving to the basket for these Red Raiders.
Senior transfer from Minnesota. Fuga on the baseline, 4 to shoot. Spin move against the Red Raiders. Toppin, but way off the glass, did not draw iron. It'll be a clock violation. We've got a timeout here at the United Supermarkets Arena. Red Raiders have a fight on their hands early with Arkansas-Pine Bluff, 13-9.
Yeah, John, and you have to credit Coach Bozeman for kind of mixing up his defenses enough, and it's forced some missed shots by the Red Raiders. Both teams shooting around 36-37% from the field, and hanging here early. Not for a couple of made threes by Christian Anderson off the bench. And you can see more of that zone defense. And until you can kind of penetrate and crack the code there, you'll continue to see it. That's another miss.
Walton's 3 does not go. Cambridge kept it alive for the Red Raiders, who early this season shooting 57.5% from the floor.
And each time down, though, that JT Toppin doesn't touch it inside is a win for the Golden Lions, and you see why right there.
Yeah, they lose the battle there as Hawkins with the assist to the Red Raider big man, who is averaging 22 points, 7 points a ball game.
That was Toppin's first bucket of the night, and he has just come into this program and scored easily, rebounded so well, protected the rim. But
another offensive foul against Arkansas-Pine Bluff. Darrion Williams in for Devin Cambridge. Kevin Overton's got an open look, little strong. That ball's out of bounds to the Golden Lions. The Raiders so far tonight have taken 17 shots. 12 of them are three-point attempts. Trying to shoot Arkansas-Pine Bluff out of that zone. Nice drive inside by Dumont. Played very well against Incarnate Word the other day. 17 minutes, had 9 points in that ball game. Draws the Golden Lions within 4. Nice pass by Toppin to Darrion Williams, and the foul.
Yeah, not only do you want paint touches for JT Toppin right there. Again, you see right there beats you with the pass, but it's you're letting the Golden Lions do what they want on the you know, this Texas Tech defensively right now. Allowing way too much penetration, and you're free to move about the cabin, John. And then I think that's not something that Grant McCasland will be okay with, trying to turn the intensity up. Wouldn't be surprised if you kind of mix in some, you know, some press or something just to kind of throw these Golden Lions off a bit. But right now, able to do what they want, just haven't hit some shots.
Red Raiders by 7. Reinhardt in the corner, back up top to Dumont, left-hander trying to dribble inside. Made a great no-look pass to Dante Sawyer on the move to the basket.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You split a double team, but then the movement without the ball has just been really good for Coach Bozeman's team. Not near as much communication on the defensive end for the Red Raiders.
Kerwin Walton hit early, missed there, but Toppin the rebound and puts it back up and in. 2 of 3 from the floor for JT Toppin.
You have to continue to try to play inside out for Texas Tech. Again, if Toppin doesn't touch it, you know, initially as part of that possession, and when they're in a zone, I just think it's a wasted possession. There's that same back door. Yeah, and just right there, you know, off the elbow, and just, I mean, movement off the ball.
Robert Lewis with the baseline fadeaway. Arkansas-Pine Bluff back within 5. Toppin wants that ball reversed so they can get it to him more easily, but he lost control. And Walton saved it. 3 on the shot clock. Darrion's 3 is good. D5 bails out the Red Raiders there.
Yeah, Pine Bluff does a really good job on that defensive possession. It gets the Red Raiders kind of out of sorts, but it's fun to have good players. And for Grant McCasland, it's a step back 3 right there, and you will take that.
Under pressure as the shot clock was running down. Hawkins slapped that ball away. Darrion layup at the other end, and points off the turnover there for Texas Tech.
Yeah, and that's what, you know, he's going to stop it right now, but that's what the Golden Lions can't afford are the live ball turnovers. The crowd gets into it. You're not going to be able to hang with these Red Raiders in the open floor if you allow them to get out and run.
9 of the Red Raiders' 25 so far have come off 7 Golden Lion turnovers. That's what this team can do, especially Elijah Hawkins, Chris. Quick hands, slaps that ball away, and the Red Raiders are going the other way.
Yeah, and you get the run out right here by Darrion Williams, just going to finish at the rim, and yeah, no charge attempted to be taken right there.
Darrion is already in double figures with 10 in this game. Comes in averaging 13 points a game. Red Raiders have 5 and who average in double figures.
What's interesting about his game individually is that there was, you know, there's already been a game this season, and you're just playing your 4th game, so we're early. But there's already a game this season when he had double-digit assists and didn't really score. Now you look at it tonight, he's scoring and there's no assist. I mean, so that's just the beauty of what he brings to a team. What does the team need? Because I can also, you know, handle my business on the glass. But yeah, 10 points early, 10 of your 25.
Grant McCasland says he trusts Darrion Williams to make the right decision. Had those 11 assists against Northwestern State. Oh, another backdoor play. Nice play. Assist by Moore as Kyle Brown gets the layup. That's the second time the Golden Lions have run that play successfully.
And it's from the same spot.
Oh, somebody grabbed the net. That may be offensive goaltending on the Red Raiders.
Yeah, that ball's on the rim.
Chance McMillan, I think, is the guy that I thought one of the Red Raiders had the net, but they're going to credit that to Chance McMillan, and they'll check the monitor at the next opportunity. Chris, I thought JT Toppin might have gotten his hands in the net that time, but the officials will look at that in a moment. So for now, it's 27-17 Red Raiders. Dumont had it knocked away by Hawkins, and he got it back, but he better get rid of it in a hurry. Here's Moore. Sawyer just runs over a Red Raider on his way to the bucket. And Hawkins is the guy who takes the load on that one.
Yeah,
timeout.
He gets it moving the other way. It just drives him.
Yeah.
Part of it is this is what you're trying to teach a bunch of new pieces to your roster, what it's going to take, not just in Brooklyn later this week, but in the Big 12 Conference night in and night out. And I think he has seen some things tonight on the defensive end that doesn't think will work in a night in, night out basis. So it is. But again, we've got a long way to go. But again, I just think trying to set the tone. That's what these non-conference games are for.
Red Raiders now 4 of 15 long range. Hit some early, but they've gone cold from outside that three-point arc. I'll try to run the backdoor again, but threw it away. Darrion Williams comes up with the loose basketball. Here's Devin Cambridge, fouled on the way to the rack by Reinhardt. Cambridge reached the 1,000-point mark in the ball game the other night against Wyoming. Had 10 in that one, and he'll head to the free throw line here.
And it's interesting because not that they've just eyed him up and straight up dared him, but essentially the Golden Lions have said, "Hey, Texas Tech, have at it with the deep shots. We're more afraid of what can happen to us with JT Toppin, some things like that in the paint, and we're going to take our chances rotating around and trying to make you shoot semi-contested threes, and thus far haven't been able to knock them down."
Devin Cambridge does on his first trip to the free throw line this season. Gets a couple. Texas Tech now by 12. Now the Red Raiders come in as one of the top three-point shooting teams in the country, but they have struggled a bit tonight. And Anderson whistled for the foul inside as Dante Sawyer gets inside, driving to the lane again.
Yeah, they've just got you spread out. And I thought Christian Anderson just goes straight up right there, but you say he gets him a little bit with the body.
Sawyer is the spark that Solomon Bozeman looks for off that Arkansas-Pine Bluff bench, averaging 12.2 a ball game. Had 24 against South Florida earlier this season. Red Raiders have made 4 of their last 5 shots from the field. Playing smaller with the 6'8" Devin Cambridge in the post. On the shot clock. Great look inside by Hawkins. Very patient Red Raiders that time.
Some people are painters, others are artists, and Elijah Hawkins right there does a great job being a true artist. That way he had that pegged. That ball's moving around. He knows where the defenders are going and saw it before it happened. Great delivery. Big time assist right there by Mr. Hawkins.
Three on the way is not good for Dumont. Pine Bluff just 1 of 4 on three-pointers tonight. The Red Raiders 4 of 15. Hawkins just surveying the floor, looking for a teammate to get the ball to. Decided not to go to Darrion, but Christian Anderson does. And Darrion Williams, the beneficiary of another great look inside.
Well, and I think Elijah Hawkins has done a good job of settling his team down. And, you know, you hear some coaches say point guards are like pitchers. They take the loss or the win for the team when you're responsible for a lot of what goes on and getting your team in a good spot or not. And I think with just his ability to move the ball and pressure the ball on defense, he's done a good job right there. He's going to come out right now, it looks like. Oh, no, he's staying on. Okay, you're going to go small ball here. Devin Cambridge going to play the. And this is something that Coach McCaslin said, you know, hey, we're going to try out a variety of different lineups. You're missing a couple of your bigs tonight, but really wants to see Devin Cambridge at that 4 and 5 man and put some guards around him and see what this looks like.
Dumont a bit out of control there, but is fouled by Kerwin Walton. Hawkins does have 4 assists here in the early going. Vuga going to come back in for Arkansas-Pine Bluff in the starting lineup tonight. Out of Slovenia, transferred to the Golden Lions from Monmouth. Now the Red Raiders going to get a little bit bigger. Vuga at 6'9", 240, and JT Toppin back on for Grant McCaslin's squad. Here's Sawyer on the inbounds play, got the jump hook. Red Raiders by 13. Hawkins defended by Christian Moore. Toppin tonight with that 22.7 points per game average. A little short there on the jump hook. As we count down towards 4 minutes here in Lubbock. Dumont going to drive inside, laid it off the glass and good. 1 on 3 that time, and Grant McCaslin has seen enough for the time being.
Yeah, the Golden Lions just not intimidated at all, have come in fighting, and as good as that Houston program is on the defensive end, that is not good for the rest of the league. Houston already has taken a loss to Auburn out of the SEC, but yeah, the Red Raiders 4 of 16 tonight. Not exactly what you want to see. This zone defense caused some problems.
Houston and Auburn in the top 10 of various college basketball polls, so a couple of heavyweights there. Shot clock running down. Overton noticed that, drives inside and picks up the foul call. The Red Raiders use all of the shot clock there, Chris, looking for an open and good shot.
Yeah, and I think that must have been the message out of the timeout, is just you're going to continue to penetrate the zone a little bit. Make sure you don't settle. Kevin Overton going to the basket, always a good proposition for this basketball team.
77% free throw shooter, gets 1 of 2. Now under 4 minutes here in the first half of this ball game. Backdoor Walton looking out front, and Dante Sawyer beat him to the basket.
Well, they get you lifted up, you know, above the free throw line, and there's not anybody, no help defense, and they've burned the Red Raiders multiple times there. And Christian Moore with the run out.
Took it away from Elijah Hawkins and lays it in. It is an 8-point Red Raider lead here late first half.
And 61% from the field are the gentlemen from Pine Bluff from a shooting percentage. That is not something you had on the bingo card tonight, but there's Elijah Hawkins getting to the basket. The finish with the up and under there.
Man, and a lot of English on that ball. There's Moore with the steal just a moment ago. And you mentioned this early. played for Grant McCaslin in their NIT championship season at North Texas before he came to Lubbock. McCaslin talking about a game with Moore, who hit a huge three late in a game. It was the season opening game for North Texas in that season that would see them win the NIT championship. The Red Raiders' Elijah Hawkins finishes that three-point play. Red Raiders by 11 after that. Anderson at guard, Overton, Chance McMillan, JT Toppin, and Darrion Williams for McCaslin's Red Raiders. Reinhardt with the drive, traveled before he passed that one out of bounds on the near side. Ten turnovers for Arkansas-Pine Bluff, 2 for the Red Raiders. But Texas Tech now creeping back up in the field goal percentage overall at 48%. Not so good from outside the arc. McMillan's going to try it again, and he got that one.
Yeah, and you just wonder if those misses will start dropping in there for Texas Tech. It's a good clean look, and too many good shooters for those to keep missing. Usually it's the way it works, but sometimes the misses are contagious.
Toppin's got 7 rebounds. And another look inside by a teammate. That's Anderson, and JT Toppin scores.
When the game slows down, the Golden Lions, have a good feel for but when it gets sped up, Red Raiders have been deadly. But there's Christian Moore, SEMO as Grant McCaslin used to call him.
Out of Jacksonville, Arkansas, by way of North Texas, and now Arkansas-Pine Bluff.
Called him a home run hitter.
Yeah.
You may get some disjointed plays on occasion, but he may go with a lot of home runs. And Kevin Overton, now the Red Raiders starting to heat up from deep.
Now that'll be a problem for the Golden Lions. It's 45-28 Red Raiders. Dante Sawyer's got 9, but off the mark with that three-pointer. Red Raiders are missing a couple of big men tonight. Federico and Emily Yalaho not in the lineup. An upper body injury for Federico and a lower body injury for Yalaho, which has kept him out all season long. Up and under there by Sawyer, not going to go. Brown gets the rebound, but is tied up by a couple of Red Raiders, and this time it'll be Texas Tech basketball. Right at 1 minute to go before halftime. And Toppin again inside. The look by Chance McMillan that time. And the bucket is good. Red Raiders by 19 now. Moore threw that one away. Had a teammate cutting to the basket, but missed the mark. Toppin tried to save an errant alley-oop pass. And the basketball back to Arkansas-Pine Bluff as Moore driving the baseline is fouled. Golden Lions will inbound underneath their own basket. Toppin will sit. Devin Cambridge back on. Reinhardt on the baseline, misses the mark, and now Darrion Williams going to slow it down for the final 19 seconds here in the first half. Red Raiders now over 50% from the field, as is Arkansas-Pine Bluff. 5 seconds. Anderson in the lane, back out front. Overton three, not good. Moore the rebound, and this first half has come to an end. As Tech
trying to get your kids' attention, and you've got an upcoming trip that we'll talk about here in a little bit. But it's just, you know, it's tricky, hard trying to coach sometimes. Keep kids focus and attention.
Red Raiders opened the season with a win over Bethune-Cookman, followed that up against Northwestern State and Wyoming. And right off the bat here, Quentin Bolton hits the second three-pointer of the night for Arkansas-Pine Bluff.
Yeah, he pulled the trigger.
Golden Lions are 2 for 8 long range. Chance McMillan not there. And Toppin tied up underneath after the miss. It'll be Texas Tech basketball.
I heard Coach McCaslin talk about that with JT Toppin. You see it right here. It's he's so quick off the floor with the second jump and the third one if needed. Just quick twitch is how a lot of times coaches will talk about certain players just kind of have it, and it's hard to teach. Elijah Hawkins with the turnover there, uncharacteristic.
Yeah, determined to go inside and lobbed it up, and now he just takes it back. Look out, Overton got it. Hawkins the assist, and Overton the lay-in after the turnover by Arkansas State, their 13th.
Yeah, makes up, that's that 1-to-1 assist to turnover ratio right there. You commit a turnover, like, okay, I better go get it back and get that back in the good graces of my head coach.
Christian Moore for Arkansas-Pine Bluff. He's got 8 in this ball game. Chance McMillan another 3 on the way, and it's good. Chance is 2 for 6 now long range in the ball game.
And Hawkins could have taken that shot, but passes up a good shot for a great one, and that's why so many of these shooters are excited to play with that young man.
Huga trying to back JT Toppin down. Blocked shot by JT Toppin. Hawkins running. There's Darrion Williams in the corner. Chance McMillan. Red Raiders work it back around to Darrion Williams, and he got it. Another 3 for the Red Raiders. And Solomon Bozeman trying to stop this one before it gets out of hand. A 6-0 Red Raider run in less than 40 seconds. Now 55-33 Texas Tech.
Two of these, John, because the way that the schedule has changed, there is no Big 12 SEC Challenge anymore. The Big 12 has actually gone to a 20-game conference schedule. You're going to get DePaul here as part of the Big East Challenge, but yeah, you just only have so many opportunities in the non-conference to get one of those quad 1 wins or quad 2 wins, if you will.
Nice play as Huga looks inside and finds Bolton for the bucket. Red Raiders and St. Joe last met in the NCAA tournament back in 2004. St. Joe's at that time a #1 seed in the region.
Phil Martelli, right?
Yeah, beat the Red Raiders 70-65 in Buffalo, New York. There was a lot of snow up in Buffalo.
Jameer Nelson on that team?
So.
I think Phil kind of older in that his son was playing for TCU last year.
Yeah.
So.
Red Raiders at that time coached by Bob Knight. Moore into the lane. Here's Dante Sawyer. Fade away from the free throw line, and he got it over Darrion Williams. Sawyer's got 11 now for the Golden Lions.
As Hawkins said, there's a push off there. Yeah, speaking of Coach Knight, just had the, I think, 25-year anniversary of this building and the first event in it, which was in mid-November in '99, and Bob Knight's Indiana Hoosiers at the time would come in to face the Red Raiders, coached by James Dickey.
Hard to believe this building has been around that long.
And still in great shape. They've updated it, tweaked it, and modernized it where they've needed to.
There's Chance McMillan. Got it. Three-pointer chance. 11 for him now. 3 from outside the arc.
And that's why we talked about him at the beginning of the game. The word with him is just efficiency. He's just so efficient. Rarely does he take too many missteps and just shoots it so well.
Toppin's got 11 rebounds after grabbing that one, and Elijah Hawkins will be at the free throw line. Fouled by Sawyer. Red Raiders have Darrion Williams with 19, McMillan 11. Sawyer for Arkansas-Pine Bluff in double figures with 11 as well. Elijah Hawkins has 5 points in the ball game tonight, but 7 assists.
Yeah, you know, he had the one turnover on the inbounds play, just a miscommunication, and that's part of these non-conference games is learning your new teammates. Where does he want the ball? Oh, I'm throwing a lob up to him. Oh, he's not ready. I mean, just, you know, but when you play with somebody like Elijah Hawkins, you better keep your head on a swivel because he is trying. Again, we talked about it. He's not a painter. He's an artist.
Don't turn your back on the basketball. That just seems like a good rule.
Yeah, true. But always be looking for it because he's trying to get guys involved. And
here's Buga against the Red Raiders. JT Toppin. He'll be at the free throw line. He'll be there. Let's see. They will indeed call a timeout. Buga had gone to the free throw line as though he was going to shoot right then, but there's the Chance McMillan 3. 60.
A variety of different ways if you're into this kind of thing. Some people pay more attention to it than others, but yeah, his plus minus the best in the game. He's a plus 26. Which basically suggests to you when he's been on the floor that his team has been 26 better than the opposition. But a lot of things go into that. But yeah, that speaks to how well he has played tonight. Again, beating you on the offensive end by just scoring it as opposed to getting other folks involved. You know, at one point this season he had 19 assists to just 4 turnovers.
Yeah.
So pretty impressive.
His 19 points tonight are a season best for the junior out of Sacramento, California, who will always be remembered by Red Raider fans for that ball game against Kansas a year ago when he was through the perfect game. Had 30 points, 12 of 12 from the field. That included 4 3-pointers, 4 of 4, made a couple of free throws, and had 11 rebounds. Man, what a night that was.
Well, yeah, very impressive evening. The Red Raiders blew out the Jayhawks that night, which is difficult to get done.
Which is why you bring that up, because it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, that's right. Darrion Williams, I don't know if anybody expected him to be as good as he was last year, and you know, looking for bigger and better things this year.
Dante Sawyer in a crowd, and the Red Raiders are the ones that tipped that ball out of bounds, and Darrion Williams trying to join somebody in their seat in the front row.
But when you're trying to figure out on this team after you lose to NC State and Pittsburgh, okay, who's going to come back? Who you going to lose? Who do you want to? I mean, just trying to figure out what the roster is going to look like. But Grant McCaslin essentially landed on, you know, Chance McMillan and Darrion Williams. Like, let's build it around these two guys. I think Kerwin Walton factors in there at some level too, but I think Darrion Williams and Chance McMillan both had opportunities elsewhere, but chose to stay here, and Texas Tech be better off for it.
Well, there's an assist for D5. Devin Cambridge underneath with the bucket. Red Raiders now by 24.
Now you put a playmaker kind of at the free throw line, you have somebody running the baseline, and when that ball goes to the playmaker, it really breaks down the defense. You've got lots of options right there, and you.
Dumont got underneath the backboard. It was trying to pass it out, but off of the hands of a Red Raider.
Yeah, they're going to say Pine Bluff's basketball.
This Arkansas-Pine Bluff will see the University of Texas later on this season. They've got Missouri, Kansas State, and the Longhorns still to come.
Kind of an old school Big 12 schedule.
Yeah.
The first version of the conference.
Yeah. Oh, nice inbounds play again, but Sawyer can't finish. And Chance McMillan out of there for the Red Raiders. Overton right in front of that Red Raider bench, and Texas Tech has their 10th three of the night.
He's going to be a good addition for this Texas Tech team. And again, can do a little bit of everything. And tonight, he's really done well from the perimeter. 2 of 4 from behind the arc, and just a smooth 9 points. Grant McCaslin talking to him right now. I bet it has something to do with defense, but yeah, there's Chance McMillan just making an easy pass, and the lefty knocks it down from the corner.
Left alone right there. Red Raiders are 10 of 25 on three-point shots in the ball game tonight. The 10 threes equals what this team did against Wyoming in their previous ball game. 10 of 18 in that one. They were a bit more efficient, but made 16 of 30 against Bethune-Cookman in the season opener, and that tied a Red Raider record for most threes in a game.
Well, it's a 27-point margin. And if you're Pine Bluff, you feel like at times you've played pretty well. And if you're Texas Tech, you feel like you haven't played well in various spurts. And yet, again, 27-point difference there.
Red Raiders have clearly not been consistent tonight, but they have taken care of a lot of things. There's another turnover. Reinhardt threw it away. Anderson's going to leave it up, and there's no one there. Had a couple of teammates, Cambridge and Overton, and threw it behind them. And Christian Moore takes off the other way, and Sawyer finishes in transition and comes up hobbling.
Yeah, Grant McCaslin. That's the thing about playing with freshmen, and when you play them, you're going to have to live with some of the mistakes. But and I can't. Maybe he's talking to Devin Cambridge, but hey, what are we doing? Make a layup. too many passes and some things like that on the break, and just come up empty. Again, can't have those opportunities pass you by against better teams.
Dumont trying to get into the lane and back down D5, shuffling the feet for the traveling violation. Arkansas-Pine Bluff will go with Clement Vuga, and they brought Kyle Brown off the bench, both of them at 6'9". Taller than any Red Raider who is on the floor at the moment.
Yeah,
Devin Cambridge at 6'8", your biggest.
And you've gone small tonight. You've kind of had to. Can't play. There's again that artist at work right there, Elijah Hawkins. Penetrate and then throws it up, and Devin Cambridge knew exactly what was about to happen.
8 assists now for Hawkins. That's what the Red Raiders were trying to do on the previous trip down, and didn't wind up with the right guy, and that might have been a travel by D5.
Yeah, it's an extra step.
Not in the NBA, but in college basketball, they still might call that. But take another look at Elijah Hawkins on this pass, setting up Devin Cambridge.
Well, and what sets it up is, the penetration, but kind of the crossover, and he kind of separates and draws the defender going the other way, and that's what allows the spacing right there for the nice pass. I mean, just again, fun to watch him operate.
And a phrase you're fond of, a veteran move by Hawkins.
Yes, absolutely. He just knows how to play the point. Again, he's the quarterback right now.
Vuga high off the glass and in.
These Golden Lions have had several high off the glass finishes tonight. If there was a degree of difficulty meter, they would certainly get extra credit.
Hawkins' long-range shot not good, but it winds up in the hands of Darrion Williams. Anderson, Overton now going to drive inside. Just a guy that's a beast when he goes to the rack, Chris, and he scores.
Yeah, penetration right there. But see, you see how Hawkins settles for that three? I think that's at times what teams will do is kind of bait him. He's so good with the pass that, hey, you shoot it. Like, we don't want to see you, you know, hurt us with your ability to penetrate in the open floor. So, you know, he's going to have to play understanding that a little bit, but I think he'll see a variety of things. And great high-low pass by Darrion Williams to Devin Cambridge. He's playing that big man role tonight with no Federico.
Well, Darrion's going to add to the assist total. On the baseline, had come up, saw where Devin Cambridge was, and got him the ball immediately. There's D5 at work again. He saw Overton coming. There's Cambridge again. Lays it up and in.
And this this is exactly what Coach Bozeman couldn't have.
Yeah.
You know, it just now becomes, you know, a Sunday afternoon scrimmage, and it's just you don't have the team to be able to compete with that.
Red Raiders shooting nearly 70% from the field here in the second half. 75-44. They've opened up the lead to 31 now. Dumont trying to get inside, had it slapped away by Hawkins. Cambridge is trailing again. Look out behind the back. Devin didn't see it coming, but he hangs on to the ball.
Head on a swivel. I'm telling you, he's going to try to get you the ball, and in a variety of different ways. I think Cambridge is a bit tired, if we're being honest. Kevin Overton with the three, but I think Devin Cambridge, it's the most minutes he's played all year, John.
Overton's got 14 points now, and we've got a timeout. Man, take another look at Devin Cambridge at the end of this pass from D5, making it look easy. Red Raiders now up 78-44 over Arkansas.
As teams started to try to take that away, that's when he would put it on the floor and take it to the cup. But yeah, he's just come out, and he's always smiling. Some of this is so under the radar at times, but you look at the stat sheet tonight, John, he's got 3 made threes, yes, but we've been talking about Elijah Hawkins, his 8 assists. Chance McMillan's got 6.
Yeah.
I mean, so he shares it. Again, he had to handle some of those point guard duties first couple of games in the season, but just always seems to make the right play.
Had 8 threes. He was 8 of 10 against Butler in that game you're talking about a year ago. Those 8 threes are the second most in a game by any Red Raider in Texas Tech hoop history.
Yeah, his athleticism is sneaky impressive. And just watch him right there, just got way above the rim and tried to adjust that shot. Didn't get a hold of it, but.
Bolton at the free throw line for Arkansas-Pine Bluff. Here in the second half, that's only the second time the Golden Lions have been at the free throw line in these final 20 minutes. Not a lot of action there. Red Raiders have shot only 2 free throws in this second half.
Staying in that zone, the Golden Lions.
Oh, JT Toppin, another assist by Elijah Hawkins. And JT Toppin's got a double-double tonight, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Christian Moore got inside, laid it off for Kyle Brown, who lost it, and then Kerwin Walton threw it right back to him.
Getting a little sloppy here. And that's what Grant McCaslin had said to us this afternoon. Can our kids maintain their focus? Can you play inside out? Can you continue to try to make the right play if you start getting up and down? And we've seen some glimpses of focus, but some not.
Moore with another long 3 off the iron, and Christian Anderson, the Red Raider freshman guard, came out of there with the ball. Still more than 8 minutes to play here tonight. Oh, and another great look by Hawkins. He's going to have 10 assists now on that pass inside to the big man.
Well, he's managing the game, but he just understands how the chess pieces are on the floor. And see how he, with the look off, he kind of looks to the corner knowing that he's not going there, but it's a QB, man. You're looking off the safety. And Zach Reiner throwing that one.
Turnover by Arkansas-Pine Bluff is their 21st of the ball game, but here's Elijah Hawkins again. No looking the pass down to JT Toppin for the Red Raider bucket. 82-46 now. Texas Tech.
On everybody's team, it's going to be trickier, early on in the season to be consistent and to, hold serve. That's going to be an opportunity for a 4-point play right there. Christian Moore fouls Elijah Hawkins, and Hawkins is putting himself together quite the night, John.
Well, he's got a double-double now with that three-pointer. 10 points and 11 assists.
And he's 2 off, I believe, a school record in steals. He's got 5. 7 is the school record in a game. Misses the free throw there, but yeah, it's just, again, I think all these coaches are having the same problems. You just don't know what anybody's got. You're working against the clock and all of that, and so it leads to some different results in the non-conference, maybe some ones that we aren't used to seeing.
Well, we know what Wisconsin has is a lot of free throw shooters, apparently. Yeah. All right, there's Kerwin Walton. Another 3 by the Red Raiders. Cold early, but that has heated up here in the second half. 7 of 11 from behind that three-point arc.
Yeah, John, what did Wisconsin attempt in that game? 47 free throws?
Yeah, they were 41 of 47, and Arizona was 0 for 10 on three-point attempts in the second half.
Yeah, that's not a good recipe.
Red Raiders have 13 threes in the ball game. Arkansas-Pine Bluff has 3. Here's Toppin already with a double-double. Chance McMillan just goes right inside. Might have tried to make a pass that was not necessary, but it'll be Texas Tech basketball.
Yeah, and that's he's got the mid-range. He's just trying to take care of a teammate. And I think that's going to have to be coached a bit. Grant McCasland going to have to tell some of his guys on some nights and in some situations, hey, be selfish. I want you taking that shot.
What you're saying is be selfish like a quarterback in the red zone. when they start running the ball.
Call your own number. That's right.
Try to score a touchdown. Hawkins thought that pass intended for JT Toppin was tipped out of bounds by one of the Golden Lions. And so did Grant McCasland and the Red Raider bench, but they are admonished over there. Pine Bluff basketball. Oh, Christian Moore inside. Great move. He's got 12 now. Kip Kissinger, Brooks Wells, and Brett Smith are the referees tonight. Kind of hard to double team Elijah Hawkins in the open floor. There's Toppin, quick to the rack and scores again.
If he gets a deep post touch, it's curtains. It's just over.
14 points, 11 rebounds for the Red Raider big man. It'll be his potentially lowest point total of the season, but he does have a double-double. Lewis trying to back down inside against McMillan and draws a foul. McMillan still wondering about that.
Yeah, just kind of held his ground.
Robert Lewis, a 56% free throw shooter, will go to the line. Red Raiders have reached 90 points tonight. One of 5 teams in the Big 12 averaging at least 90 a game here in the early portion of the season. Chris, can you name the others? Quiz time.
I'll fail. Try me.
Arizona.
Okay.
Cincinnati, who topped the 100-point mark against these guys. BYU and Utah.
So it's a bunch of Big 12 schools.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
those are the 5 Big 12 schools
right.
that are.
Yeah.
Now, they're not 1 through 5 in the country, but they
Okay.
are all averaging more than 90 a ball game.
Okay.
Well, you are taking a chance if you try and double team a Red Raider guard out front. Here it comes. Anderson, the young guy, trying to get away from that. 4 on the shot clock. And Christian Moore called for the foul, knocking McMillan off the floor into the front row.
Yeah, and Christian Anderson, again, he will learn from these minutes, his time at the point. You know, he's not a full-fledged point guard yet. Grant McCasland feels like he is the future there, but again, you could just watch how Elijah Hawkins kind of manages things, and that's something that Christian Anderson will continue to have to do.
Little strong on the 3 by Overton. Bolton the rebound. Under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Long 3-pointer there by Bolton. It's not good, and Devin Cambridge runs it down near the Golden Lions bench. Kerwin Walton slipped down when he took that pass, and
John, his shoe just broke.
His shoe came apart. The bottom part of his shoe has come apart.
His shoe literally just broke. It just came apart. That is dangerous. The sole on his shoe, you were getting a good look at it right now. His shoe just...
He doesn't need the trainer, he needs super glue.
Well, and he needs a new pair of sneaks.
There you go. You can see the sole just come flopping right off the bottom.
I have never, I mean, that's...
blowout.
Yeah, Zion Williamson from Duke a couple of years ago had that same problem, but that's a new one for me.
Someone's going to have to sprint to the locker room unless they've got an extra pair of shoes on the bench.
Yeah, they're pointing and laughing, looking at it right there. But yeah, that's one way to get a new pair of shoes.
How quick do you have to be? How much on the turn do you have to make your shoe come apart? Oh, that might have been a bit of a travel there, but no call. Moore launches the 3 and follow through and got it. Came into this ball game with 7 made threes on the season. That's his first long-range make tonight, and he's got 15 points, leading Arkansas-Pine Bluff in scoring. Overton measures Reinhardt, then drives around him for the layup. 92-55, Red Raiders with 3.5 minutes remaining here in Lubbock. Golden Lions are picked 10th in the league. Red Raiders have seen Bethune-Cookman this season.
Yeah,
won that game 94-61.
And these same Golden Lions, the football version, will be in Lubbock, Texas next fall.
Open up the season, I believe, against Joey McGuire's football Red Raiders. Kevin Overton now with 17. There's more right down the lane and scores again.
Yeah, really quick. Yeah, Grant McCasland on his guys right there about this lack of communication.
It's a long flight to Brooklyn. There could be a lot of film sessions coming up on that trip. Walton's got a new pair of shoes. It was the shoes.
Well, everything's glued together on that pair, and he just buried it. But yeah, somebody went to the to the locker room and got him with a new pair of shoes. You're exactly right. Those are those white toes.
Shiny new pair.
That's right. And no worse for the wear.
Kerwin's got 9.
When you were playing ball in your younger days, did you have a pair for practice and a pair for games? Did you have the same pair all the time? What were you rolling with?
Back in those days, you had one pair of shoes.
Period. You went to school in, and everything.
Didn't have multiple choices. Everybody wore the same shoe. Turnover against the Red Raiders there. It's their 13th of this ball game.
Now you've got the home uniform pair, the away uniform pair, the practice pair.
The one you picked up in a tournament in the Caribbean.
But
all of those.
I mean, to be fair, for basketball players, shoes are the one way they can use to express themselves, right?
Bolton lost the ball. Anderson's going to try and drive in against the big man and picks up the foul.
Christian Anderson right there with the bright, colorful sneaks on the way to the rim.
Anderson and Walton are the only 2 Red Raiders who have played tonight who are not in double figures. Trying to use the rim for protection, but the 6'9" arms of Bolton reach out and foul him. And now the Red Raiders are going to go to their bench with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Couple of walk-ons. Jack Francis, Corbin Green will get the chance to play. Leon Horner is on. McMillan, Cambridge, and Overton are out. And Walton and Anderson remain on. And Anderson at the line there. He's got 8. Kerwin's got 9. No one else on the floor has scored for the Red Raiders. Don't turn your back on Moore. 3-pointer good. He's got 2 now and 20 points in the game.
And I'll be honest, I'm surprised he's still in the game for Coach Bozeman's team. He's clearly their best player, or certainly one of. I'm surprised he's still in there.
A lot of season for both these teams still to play.
Definitely.
Here's Leon Horner, 3 on the way, not good. And Francis pulls down the rebound and threw it away. Moore's got it. Kerwin trying to defend him and prevents the layup.
And Coach McCaslin says slow it down, stop. Yeah, work some shot clock. Let's pass it around, try to get a good look here. Yeah, but John, you've shot 70%. The number's dropping though the last couple possessions, but you shot 70% here in this second half from the field.
Have 14 threes in the ball game. Second most by the Red Raiders in a game this season. Lewis going to try and back his way down, but gives up the ball to Vuga. And that sideways off balance shot is off the mark, but he will go to the free throw line. A 38-point Red Raider lead with just under 40 seconds remaining. Vuga is 1 of 2 at the free throw line tonight, where Arkansas-Pine Bluff is 7 of 11. Red Raiders are only 10 of 12 at the free throw line tonight. They have not taken many shots at the line. Red Raiders did lead the Big 12 in free throw percentage last season. In and out on the second attempt.
And that is a good stat to lead because there's so many close games that you play in the Big 12 Conference, and sometimes the free throw makes and misses are the difference.
Anderson tried to drive into the lane, lost the ball, and there are 20 seconds to play.
Well, that's something of point guard. You got to know when to go, know when to slow, and right there he just kind of forced the issue a little bit.
Long 3 on the way is good. Good by Chop Paljor. The Red Raiders are just going to dribble it out and win their 4th game of the year over Arkansas-Pine Bluff. Final here in Lubbock, 98-64. Next stop is Brooklyn. There's Grant McCaslin and Solomon.